Provincial party leaders seem to be in campaign mode today. Mark McAllister joins us now. And Mark, this is before there's any official sign that an election is coming early, but there have been hints.
There certainly have been hints in recent months. Obviously, we've heard a lot about the possibility. NDP leader Marit Stiles is often the voice heard criticizing Doug Ford and his government, while Bonnie Crombie is finding her footing doing the same as provincial Liberal leader. But today, it was a much different tone for both while speaking with municipal leaders at a conference in Ottawa.
I promise you that as Premier, I am going to treat you with the respect you deserve as our local experts and our local leaders.
With speculation ramping up about the possibility of Premier Ford making an early election call, the opposition is not only offering the usual criticism, but offering promises of what could come under a new provincial government.
And I'm committed to doing that work with you when we form government, to deliver better financial models for municipalities that are long-term and sustainable and reliable.
Each touching on providing better provincial supports on a local level through different means, including affordable housing and infrastructure. Premier Ford, speaking to the same audience of municipal leaders, chose to talk about his record and how the economy has improved on his watch with more investment.
I'll never forget, 6 years ago I came here and I said, we're going to see growth the likes of which this province has never seen before. That was 6 years ago. Look where we're at now.
New from Ford, an online tool for investors in towns and cities to, as he put it, better connect and exchange information about available property.
I'll tell you, this one's slick.
Stiles and Crombie, meanwhile, suggesting they would either upload responsibility for a variety of programs to the province or offer more freedom with funding.
As a former mayor, I know that we need to better support our municipalities, to empower you with a new funding deal. And we'll deliver a new deal for our cities and our communities. You have my word.
What I, as the Premier, and what an NDP government will promise to deliver to you. And that's a new deal for municipalities where provincial responsibilities, get ready for it, are paid for by the province.
Now, the Premier did tell local governments today that in addition to that online portal mentioned, they can now apply for a portion of a $200 million sports and recreation fund, something that they probably weren't necessarily looking for.
Or probably want other things
instead
that are higher priority.
And we know going into the conference that in fact was the case.
So it seems that the opposition are laying out their platforms early. They're starting to get their ducks in a row. But the Premier is just saying, this is what I've done, this is what I've done. He's going to have to shift pretty soon, I imagine.
The NDP and the Liberals at this point are saying we're going to lay the groundwork at this point because we know that there is that possibility. However, Premier Ford is going to rest on his laurels and say, here's what we have done. However, we're going to make sure we start delivering on the promises we've made in the past. And that's why we're starting to see the talk and the promises about alcohol and convenience stores starting to come through at this point.
And he loves his motto, promise made, promise kept.
There you go.
We'll see if they do that again. All right, lots to watch. Thanks,
For
Mark.
sure.